dito mga klit, pakinggan natin to ha. Sino ba nag-interview dito? Sige, pakinggan natin. Sino ba nag-interview dito? Ay, walang pinakita. Pero ABS-CBN, sige.
We're giving her all the things, hindi na-verify ang mga ebidensya. And that is why we were declared unconstitutional. Ngayon,
ayan,
medyo...
Diba? Hindi daw na-verify yung mga ebidensya. Biglang minadali. Bigyan daw ng due process ang respondent. Yun yung utos ng Supreme Court. Ngayon na binibigay nila lahat ng pagkakataon para madinig. Both sides. Diba? Tapos sabihin, lack of jurisdiction pa rin.
Nakakapagtaka lang kasi kung noon, ang reklamo nila, walang proceedings, hindi na-verify ang mga ebidensya, and that is why we were declared unconstitutional.
At minadali, ang sabi, nagkabayaran, at ina naman din ang binabanggit ni Kong Taube.
Ngayon, may hearing proper, may clarificatory hearing, we're giving due process to the respondent, pinasagot natin siya through her answer, we're giving her all the opportunity to present her evidence, pero may reklamo pa rin.
Mga kaklir, ito yan tingin ko, as a chairwoman, itong si Congresswoman Luisto, since dati itong state prosecutor so hindi siya babali sa procedure. Alam niyang gamitin ang procedure. As a lawyer, alam niya yon. Kaya ngayon na siya nagtataka kung bakit, kung kailan pa nila pinapatupad ang utos ng Supreme Court at ibinibigay lahat ng pagkakataon, lahat ng klase ng due process. I mean, di ba, yung kabuuan, ito na, makinig ka, ito na, sumagot ka, pakikinggan ka namin. Tapos ngayon pa sabihin lack of jurisdiction dahil binubusisi naman. Nung dati, hindi binubusisi, minadali, hindi binenify and everything. Ngayon, binubusisi para lahat ng due process, lahat ng klase ng due process na gusto mo, nandiyan dyan, saka ka magre-reklamo. Diba? Sige, tuloy. Kaya ganyan ang reaction ni Kong Jinky.
No? If their complaint actually is because this proceeding is already a trial, that is their allegation. Again, for the record, this is not a trial. This is akin to a preliminary investigation because our objective is only to determine the existence of probable cause.
Diba? Kaya nga, what's in a name? Kung nabanggit nila ito sa ibang interview na mini trial, but they are complying with the procedure, with the rules. Anong problema dun? Diba? Pero pinapalaki, especially ni Attorney Powa, para tumatak sa mga tao maaaring maniwala, yung maaaring, siyempre, maraming ordinaryong tao hindi masyadong alam ang legal terms, mga ka-clear, mapapaniwala nila na umaabuso na naman yung House because politicking. Dahil tatakbo siya bilang presidente. Yun na naman ang pinapalabas nila sa taong bayan. Without answering kung ano yung akusasyon. Hindi nila yun sinagot. Di nila din dininay. Categorically, with pieces of evidence.
To do that, because this is our only basis for the justice members to be able to vote on the existence of probable cause. To re-echo what the justice members are saying.
Yeah, tama yun mga kaya. Ipuputol ko doon. Paano nila makukonvince na bumoto ang House? Diba? Paano nila makukonvince bumoto na hindi, bumoto na dapat i-file, dapat kung hindi makikita ng mga miyembro ng House ang kabuuan ng ebidensya. Grounds. Diba? Para maisampa ito sa Senado.
If we're mandated to determine the existence of probable cause, how else are we going to do this? If we will not conduct a hearing proper, if we will not conduct a clarificatory hearing, if we will not ask questions from the witnesses, if we will not issue subpoena duces tecum and atest testificando, ano ang magiging basis natin ng determination ng probable cause? If we will not do that, manghuhula ba tayo?
Tama. Diba? Paano mo makukonvince na i-dismiss? Paano mo makukonvince na isampa? Kung itong dapat na nakikita ay hindi makikita. Sa isang kahit sa isang fiscal's office, kahit sa isang investigating prosecutor, pag clarificatory hearing, nagtatanong talaga yan. Now, bakit sila pwedeng mag-request for bank certificates or bank records. Kasi impeachment ito. Hindi siya ordinaryong case.
What they're asking, no? So, just for the record, lahat po ng ginagawa ng Justice Committee, we are following the letters. We are following the letters of the rules of impeachment, the letters of the Constitution, and even the letters of the recent decision and resolution of the Supreme Court.
O, di ba mga kapatid, lahat na ginamit para hindi na sila, umaga, mapakialaman ng Supreme Court. Sabihin na unconstitutional. Pero ngayon, ang pinangangalandakan ni Atty. Poa, you cannot conduct any kind of trial, whether it's a mini, whether it's a full-blown trial, because you do not have the jurisdiction to conduct a trial. Because the trial, the trial should be conducted there in the Senate, not before the House of Representatives, not before the Committee on Justice. Ganon ang gusto nilang palabasin. Dahil nagamit yung word na mini trial. Diba?
Kung as we know po, ito pong kampo ng Vice Presidente, they are saying na fishing expedition po itong paghingi ng mga documents na hindi po naka-attach dun po sa mga original complaints. Do they have the capacity to hinder po yun pong pagpresenta ng mga dokumentong hinihingi at mga testigong gustong ipresenta po ng mga complainants sa komite?
Well, they have measures, of course, like going to the Supreme Court, no? And we cannot stop them at any stage of the proceeding from resorting to measures like petition, no? However, in as far as the Justice Committee is concerned, we are merely following the rules of impeachment, which was approved and adopted pursuant to the power that was given under the Constitution, particularly under Article 11. No? Matatandaan po ninyo sa Article 11 ng ating saligang batas, binigyan ng kapangyarihan ng House of Representatives upang gumawa ng rules on impeachment kaugnay nitong impeachment process.
So yun, the House talaga yung merong kapangyarihan to make its own rules pagdating sa impeachment. Diba? Okay, ulitin natin.
Ang kapangyarihan ng House of Representatives upang gumawa ng rules on impeachment kaugnay nitong impeachment process.
Last on my part na lang po bago ko po i-turn over sa iba. Kunin na rin po namin yung reaction nyo po dito po sa pahayag ng abogado ni VP Duterte sa perjury complaint na filed against Ramil Madriaga. Specifically si Attorney Paolo Panelo po. May kaugnayan po ito sa naging statement po ni Kong Shell Jokno during the first hearing po sa impeachment case. He said, I quote, Ramil Madriaga's new claim that former Congressman Arnie Teves once seen dead is comical. Let us recall that Madriaga, through his counsel, previously claimed that Vice President Sara Duterte visited him in jail to persuade him not to testify. That story was quickly debunked by DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla, who confirmed that VP Sara visited Teves, not Madriaga. Since his lie was exposed, Madriaga has conveniently shifted his narrative to insinuate that VP Sara, through Teves, is behind the alleged threat to his life. This obvious falsehood is entirely on brand for someone who has lied through his teeth about his supposed association with the Vice President and his own background. The House Justice Committee's blind acceptance of this ridiculous and unsubstantiated narrative from a polluted source only confirms the committee's willingness to entertain fabrications in pursuit of a politically motivated agenda.
I beg to disagree to that. Let us remember that the purpose of the hearing proper, the preliminary investigation, the clarificatory hearing, as
hindi na binabanggit yung mini trial, mga kaklira.
Distinguished from the trial which will happen to the Senate.
O yan, niliwanag niya na to kasi para hindi na makulayan. Pero wala, kinukulayan na
Is to verify the veracity of the allegations in the complaint, including the affidavits and other evidence in support thereof. Ito po ang purpose kung bakit tayo mayroong hearing proper. Ito ang purpose kung bakit meron tayong clarificatory hearing. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit nagsasagawa tayo ng proseso.
Actually, mga tama lang naman, di ba, na ma-verify nila kung ano sasabi. Kasi baka pag ito, si Madriaga, hindi pakinggan, hindi isama sa hearing dito, tapos i-attach yung affidavit, tapos isang pa ngayon ito doon sa Senado, sasabihin naman nila, hindi naman totoo yung sasabi niya, polluted source yan eh. Hindi nga yan tinanong sa Senado, sa House o sa Committee on Justice. Ganoon naman ang gagawin nilang kwento. Diba, affidavit lang yan, hindi na vet yan, hindi nagsalita yan, hindi nag-under oath yan. Hindi nagsalita yan para makita man lang ang kanyang credibility. Hindi na-examine ang kanyang credibility. Diba? Pwedeng ganun ang gagawin noon. Oh.
Nakamukha ng isang preliminary investigation. Dito po sa ating prosesong ito, ang justice members ay tumatayong parang mga investigador. We need to verify kung totoo ang laman ng complaint, kung totoo ang nilalaman ng affidavit, kung tama at makatotohanan ang mga ebidensya na ipinipresenta ng complainant on one side at ng respondent on the other side. As a matter of fact,
tama, ang due process hindi na para sa respondent, kasama ang complainants yan, dapat madinig. At dapat din sila metikulosong tignan kung may basehan ba yung kanilang complaint para isampa itong impeachment papunta sa Senado or ma-recommend at ma-endorse.
It is in this hearing proper that we are supposed to base our determination as to whether or not probable cause exists. Ano naman yung probable cause? That is the justification for us to be able to proceed to trial. Now, if based on the hearing proper, maramdaman or makita ng justice members na hindi totoo ang sinasabi ni Madriaga, then that will be his basis for voting against the probable cause determination in this stage of the proceeding.
O, diba? Kung makikita naman, umupo si Madriaga, nakita ng mga miyembro ng Committee on Justice na, diba, tinanong na, hindi, nagsisinungaling na si Madriaga. Hindi totoo sinasabi niya kay BP Sara. Magiging reason yun para ma-dismiss yung kaso na yun. O yung complaint na yun. That's the point. Di ba? Parang ngayon pa lang, mga clear, kitang-kita mo na, yung mga kaalyado ni VP Sara, parang ayaw nila madinig itong mga witnesses na to. Di ba? Sasabihin na naman nila, pag hindi nadinig si Madriaga, hindi, hindi man lang yan dumaan sa metikulosong pag-examine. Tapos sinasama nila yung affidavit, papunta sa Senate, baliktad na naman nila yan, di ba? Etong mga abogado ni Sara para may something na din sa utak. Noong naghanap sila ng due process, ngayon binibigay na ang HOR, ayaw umaten. Mas maintindihan ko pa ang bisang baliw kaysa sa kanila. Actually, mga ka-clear, ito, tanda natin na yung nagsampa ng kaso nagpapatigil sa hearing na to ay hindi po lawyer ni VP Sara. Hindi po sila kasama sa legal team ni VP Sara para sa impeachment. Ito yung mga kaalyado lang. Die hard. Duterte supporter. Sila ang mga kasama ng buwitre. Yon, mga ka-clear. Okay, sige.
Now, if the appreciation of the justice member in the presentation of Madriaga is totoo at makatotohanan ang sinasabi niya, then that is a basis as well for the justice member to vote in favor of probable cause in this hearing proper, no? But what we are saying is, hindi naman lahat ng inoffer na evidence ng complainant are accepted with gospel truth. No! The purpose of this hearing proper is to check, to test the veracity of the allegations in the complaint, of the affidavits, including the evidence which will be presented in support of the allegations in the complaint.
Para yan, in time, para pagka nagkaroon sila ng kanilang report, dadali sa plenary, doon pagbobotohan. So, kapag naayos, nakita lahat ng ebidensya, di ba? Through the clarificatory hearing na ginawa nila. Anong gagawin ngayon ng miyembro ng House na siyang boboto? Magre-rely ngayon sa report nila. Di ba? Dapat, di ba sabi ka, all the numbers game to, pero syempre, pag ikaw yung nakonsensya at nakita mo ng katotohanan, is either ipapadismiss mo ang impeachment or ipapa-file mo papunta sa Senado. Ganun yun.
Ginagawa po kasing issue pa rin nung defense team yung paggamit nyo po ng term na mini trial. Should there be an issue on this?
There should be an issue. There should not be an issue because the purpose of having used the term mini trial is just to guide the ordinary Filipino people that ours in the Justice Committee is a small proceeding as compared to sa trial in the Senate na napapanood nila during the time of the impeachment trial of President Erap, of CJ Corona, no? Kasi ito yung tumatak sa isipan ng mga tao. Yung napapanood nilang impeachment trial during the time of President Estrada, during the time of CJ Corona. So for me to be able to make them understand what is happening in the Justice Committee, this is the small proceeding. This is the mini trial. This is the small conduct of presentation of evidence for us to determine the existence of probable cause. But of course, there is a very big difference. Kasi dito sa Justice Committee, our proceeding is intended merely to determine probable cause, which is defined in the impeachment cases in the past as merely justification for us to be able to proceed to trial. Compare it to the trial in the Senate, which purpose is to determine the guilt or the innocence of the respondent, so that ang laman ng decision nila is whether the respondent is convicted or acquitted. And in which case, kung convicted, they will be imposing the necessary penalty of removal from office and perpetual disqualification to hold any public office. No, napakalaki ng diferensya dito sa aming proceeding, which is akin to a preliminary investigation. Clarificatory hearing lang to. Hindi ito exhaustive. Hindi ito full-blown. Which means kung ano lang yung nakikita ng mga justice members na medyo malabo, ambiguous, or confusing, or if there's a need for confirmation of certain documents, just to clarify, remove ambiguities for them to be able to vote on the existence or non-existence of probable cause. No? Ito namang sa Senate, talagang exhaustive to. Full-blown ito because the trial which will happen in the Senate is intended already to be the basis of the judgment of conviction or acquittal. No? And let me state it for the record. We do not judge the proceeding based on the nomenclature. We do not judge the proceeding based on the name. We do not judge the proceeding based on the label. We judge the proceeding on the basis of the actions which are being taken by the justice members in the Justice Committee. And I wish to state for the record as well, lahat ng ginagawa sa Justice Committee are strictly in accordance with Section 7 of the Rules of Impeachment. No? Sinusunod natin ang rules of impeachment, ang Constitution, and even the decision and the resolution of the Supreme Court in the case of Duterte versus House of Representatives pertaining to the first impeachment complaint that happened in 2024, decided in 2025.
2026 yata yung decide, January. Bago ba magpasko yun? Alam ko bago mag-February yun. But anyway, sa atin pwede tayo mag-isip, di ba? Kaya ito ginagawa, unang-una, talagang ayaw nila magkaroon ng anumang usapin patungkol sa impeachment. Kaya yung mga kaibigan ni VP Sara, di ba? May impeachment pa. Merong krisis sa Middle East. Unahin muna yung krisis sa Middle East. Mga ka-clear, may time po na requirement ang pag-hearing dito sa impeachment. Di ba nila naisip yun? Paano to? Ipapadismiss lang, ganon? So yun talaga yung balak nila. Padismiss ito. Para wala nang lumabas na anumang ebidensya. Kasi baka may mabulgar. Baka may mabulgar si Madriaga, baka may mabulgar ang bank records, baka may mabulgar ang SALN. Yun ang ayaw nila. Kaya yung bloodbath, hindi yung totoo lumalabas. Ha? Yun yung opinion natin. Kasi sila yung umuurong sa hearing eh. Diba? Sila yung nagtatago sa hearing. Sila yung hindi umaattend sa hearing. So sana si bloodbath? Diba? Taliwas. Taliwas na lagi ipinapakita, natapang. Pero pagdating sa ganitong klaseng mga usapin tungkol sa anomalyang di umanong ginawa niya, di na makalabas. Diba? Nandun yung fear na pinapakita. Tapos gagamit sila ng mga kalyado. Yung mga abogado nagpanila, halos yan, yung mga tumakbong senador niya. Nila. Diba? Kaya, tingnan lang natin mga kaklino. Sana patas ang Supreme Court. Sana. Kasi, wag nilang pakialaman kung ano yung rules sa House of Representatives. Kasi mawawala yung separation of powers. Kasi magkahiwalay naman talaga kayo. Hindi kayo pwede magsapawan. Diba mga ka-clear?